The titanic, terrifying battle between the most terrifying monsters within our community come together for one giant clash. The following announcement has been paid for by Monsters with Attitude.
We are your podcast's favorite podcast, living off of one phrase, 3 words. Embrace the attitude.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another special episode of Monsters with Attitude. And yes, it is the road to G-Fest. Again, we're back at it. And yeah, we are back for more G-Fest dealer spotlights. Again, it's that time of year. We absolutely love it. It's our amping up for G-Fest because it's literally within a couple weeks. And we have a nice guest tonight to talk about and showcase some of their awesome collectibles and merchandise that they will be displaying at G-Fest this year. But before we get to them, I would like to, maybe introduce this guy a little bit, just a little bit to everybody. He is the Joe Mama King himself, Mr. Joe Myers. What's going on, buddy?
Man, I feel bad for everybody watching because I've already called dibs on literally everything that Jay and Jacob are going to be selling. So there's nothing left for anybody else. So sorry, guys.
All right,
but you guys can all stay tuned and
over.
Watch everything that I'm buying, which is great. No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
Everything's good, man. It's exciting. The road to G-Fest, like you said, it's officially underway, marching its way right here through the MWA with our first vendor spotlight. Our friends Jay and Jacob from Toku Toy Town. It's going to be a good time. They always have a plethora of amazing things. So I'm excited to see what they got this year.
I would be safe to say that I think Jay is now the Safubi king of G-Fest. No joke, like he is. He brings just everything, and it's just absolutely amazing. But without further ado, let's get the guys on here, Mr. Jakey and Jacob. What's going on, guys? Thanks for being here,
fellas. Hey guys, how are you?
Fantastic.
Doing good, guys.
Fantastic. Good. Excited to see all your goodies.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us. This is awesome. I know I did this show 2 years ago, and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people came up to us at the booth that year and were like, "Hey, I'd never heard of you. I missed you the year before, but saw you on Monsters with Attitude, and some of your stuff looked decent. So check your booth out." So thank you. So I'm excited. Maybe even more this year.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not like you can miss the booth, Jay.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They're very yellow.
Hey, now that you bring that up, I will say he has the most elegant, most jaw-dropping booth at G-Fest, dude. Like, that thing is just immaculate. So you cannot miss it for sure.
Well, and we try to change it every year. This year is going to be a much, I won't say a much different look, but it won't look like last year. We have so much more inventory this year that we're probably going to have to do a different configuration. So we're always trying to keep everybody guessing. We don't want to rest on our laurels. So yeah, it'll be a lot of yellow, a lot of Jake's artwork, which is, mostly like all of our murals and all of our signage is Jake's stuff. So we'll be incorporating that this year as well, but it'll be a little different.
Interesting. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait. But yeah, obviously everybody that is joining us live and in the chat, please feel free. We're going to go through some of the stuff that Jay and Jake will be showing off. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to throw it in there. If we have time, we'll get to them. And, maybe if you guys are looking for something, maybe they have something that he's showing off, maybe you want to know a little bit more information, please throw it into the chat and we'll try to get to them as best as possible. But before we kind of get into everything and showcasing all the goodies, just kind of want to talk a little bit about toys a little bit with you guys. Obviously, we're halfway through the year already. So thus far in the last 6 months, from each of you, what is the best item toy wise you've gotten this year? Like, what's the one that kind of stands out for the most of them? Jay, I'll let you go first.
Oh, well, it's funny timing. So Jake and I on our podcast YHS on Monster Island, we just recorded an episode today, this morning, and it literally was called Jay's Done Collecting because he found the perfect collectible. Now, I will say this: I don't want to. I'm not going to pick this one because I actually have two of them, and one will be at G Fest. But anybody that knows me and knows and Jake's very similar. I think that's one of the things we bonded over originally was our love of weird and whimsical things. We'll get to it a little bit. It's not in the pictures that I gave you guys, so it's a little bit of a tease. But oh man, I would say I got my number one thing I was looking for this year, and that was from the 1970s Masadaya. It was the Ultraman in the fire truck. So think of the little tricycle wind-up tin toys, very similar to that, but it was Ultraman in the fire truck from Masudaya, and that was one I've been looking for a while, and I was able to get it. So that's been my home run for this year.
Wow, very cool, very cool. What about you, Jake?
I mean, just like what Jay was saying, I like weird stuff. And like a couple years ago, I got obsessed with this. I saw somebody selling this like Safubi Ultraman clothes hanger, and it's like a bust. It's like a bust of Ultraman, but a clothes hanger, and you like put your shirt on it, and it hangs. And I got obsessed with it, and then I put it like pretty high on our top 10 list last year, and I got one, and it's hanging in the corner of this room. You can't see it, but I got one this year, and I don't know why, but it just like brings me the most joy ever. I just love the weird stuff.
You open the closet for the morning, and it's like,
yeah,
oh, I want this suit here with Ultraman's head sticking out of it.
I will wear this shirt, Ultraman. Yeah.
I love that.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's so good.
I love the weird and wacky.
Yeah.
I have a question, G Fest related for you guys.
Yeah.
Before you guys were vendors, did you guys come as fans, and what number of G Fest is this for you guys?
I did 1 year. So I went my first time, I guess like 5 years ago. And then so in year 2, I decided to vend, and I brought our good buddy Ryan Wilhelm to help me vend, and my wife. It was just us three. It was like 2 tables or 3 tables, and then since Ryan has obviously helped out, and we had to employ Jake's help and stuff. So this is year 4 to vend, and like my 5th G Fest.
Okay.
Yeah, so relatively new.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even newer. This is going to be my 2nd G Fest ever. So I went last year for the first time and helped Jay out. It's been really hard for me because, I mean, before a few years ago, I didn't have any other like Godzilla until I met Jay Key. I didn't really have any friends that liked Godzilla like I did, or kaiju or anything. Okay. And then I go to San Diego Comic-Con every year, and that's a big thing, and I have to be at that. Usually doing some work there, so I have to go. But it's usually like the week after G Fest. This year, I think I get 2 weeks.
2 weeks, you don't break.
But I was able to make it work last year, and now it's like it's a thing where it's not a problem anymore. So I'm gonna be doing G Fest and then turning right around and going to San Diego. But yeah, this is only my 2nd year.
Okay, right on. Wow. Now, so okay, only 2 years. You said J5. Yeah. What's your favorite thing you've purchased at G Fest?
Oh, I don't. That's a great one. I've purchased a lot of really good stuff. I think I love the giant Halloween-y glow in the dark Hedera that M1 had, and like Yuji Nishimura-san signed. That was really cool. Yeah. Man, there's been so much good stuff. I would say that's probably maybe because it was last year. It's top of mind, but that would absolutely be up there. And then a lot of the stuff is like, we have so many friends, and you guys know the whole part about G Fest is all the friends that you make and stuff. And when I'm working the booth, I miss out on a lot of like, there's no way I'm going to get a whatever Octil's releasing because that's gone in 5 seconds, right? Like, so I have to kind of like wait for all the big stuff to go. But it's always nice when the friends that are roaming around, they'll go, hey, Jay, I know Galala's your favorite. Here's a U.S. toy Galala. So a lot of those, thank you, Michael, by the way, who did that for me. And those are always going to be my favorite because they're attached to a really fun memory and a good friend. But that header's hard to beat.
for sure. For sure.
Okay.
Jake.
What about you, Jake?
Last year, one of the things I was really excited about was this artist named Dominic Navarra, and he does these really cool like wooden kaiju. They're like handmade. He carves them out of wood. And I bought 2 from him last year, and he was setting up like right across from us, and I was like just like waiting for him, and I was like, I have to get it. I was like sneaking over there and taking pictures so I could figure out which ones I wanted. And he does like a little second form Shin Godzilla, and it's just one of my favorite things that I've ever bought.
That's
you
awesome.
know, I answer that question, and now for the past year, I've been reminded that technically my son was born during G-Fest, while not at G-Fest.
Yeah.
So anytime I answer that question over the past year, I get death stares when I don't answer my son. So excluding my son, because obviously that should be number one.
Yeah.
I would say, I picked up this awesome Mothra 3 standee, like the cardboard display.
That's cool.
That's in the theaters or whatever, from Japan, from Diane at Clawmark. And this was, Eric, do you remember how long this was? It 5 years ago, maybe?
Oh my God, at least 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, 5 years ago would have put us dead in COVID. So actually, I bet you even longer than that. I bet you maybe 7 years ago. So, and that's so
cool.
unique and different. I love that. I'm a big fan of like marketing material of collecting.
Same.
So
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah. There's some good vendors that have a lot of that. I know, Jake, what was the one that we couldn't find a way to get it home that was so cool, that was like it had like I forgot what who the vendor was.
Last year somebody had this big plastic it was for like a kid's tricycle or something, or a motorcycle or something, but it was like stronger than the Blob, stronger than Godzilla, and then it was an ad for whatever this.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It was a car. I think it was a car.
I think it was a car.
But it was a big plastic display, and it had a picture of like Frankenstein, the Blob, and Godzilla on it. And I was like, I want that so bad. But we would have had no way. I would have had no way to get it
big.
home.
It was like big.
It was big, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that's actually how I've scored some like slot machines, the theater stands, promotional signs, things like that, because I only live an hour away from G-Fest, so I'm able to throw it in my truck and drive it home. In fact, actually, one year I threw things in the truck, drove it home that night because I knew I was going to be getting so much more.
Oh,
and I was like, I'll just
cool.
drop it off and I'll come right back, But
well, Jake, we have no excuse. I mean, I literally have like an 18-foot box truck.
You're driving this, but then I have to get it from Texas to Georgia.
Yeah, so Jake flies in from Georgia to Texas, and then we drive from Texas up to Chicago.
Gotcha.
But hey, Jake, it's a lot closer than Designer Con, because normally he would fly from drive from Valdosta to Atlanta, fly to Dallas, and then we drive from Dallas to Vegas for Designer Con, which is a 2-day drive. So because we can't, ship all of our merchandising racks and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little ordeal, but it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Wow. So with G-Fest, obviously a couple weeks away, is there anything you guys are kind of looking for? Anything that's maybe been teased so far, or just kind of something on your list that you're hoping to find? Anything to kind of off the top of your head?
Well, mine's always my like plan of attack every year with G-Fest is whenever I get my first free moment, I like sprint, jump over little kids, push elderly people out of the way, go to the US Toys table, and just don't even look. I just go, I want that row, and I just go zoop right into my bag and say, how much do I whatever they have, I will buy, because I love US Toys, and when you can get them for like $40, it's amazing. Like kind of like Sun Guts. It's like, we always joke it's fiscally irresponsible not to load up on Sun Guts when you're at G-Fest, because it's like they're like $30 when it's normally $90. I know, but no, I mean, I love seeing like the Dominic Navarras of the world and such, like who's new and brings kind of some more indie style art and everything. But I mean, I try to go in there with as blank of a canvas as possible, because I don't want to be disappointed or anything. And you can't leave there empty handed. So it's not like I'm worried about, there won't be anything I like. It's just like, let me just be surprised.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
I'm kind of similar. I know I'm gonna want to buy a bunch of books. I really love buying the Japanese like kaiju books and stuff. And last year we were directly across from a guy that had a ton of like the record books and the old like weird Tomy Godzilla stamps and just like little pieces of
And the Beatland stuff,
promotional.
right?
Yeah, the Beatland stuff I really love, and the old like ceramic banks and stuff like that. That is the stuff that I'm going to be looking for. Nothing like, no like specific one piece, but I just want all of that kind of stuff. Ultraman
all of it.
kids, yeah, just that the weird little, yeah, like the weird stuff. That's what I want.
Any of that vintage Spectre Man stuff. I saw Goji guys in there. He's my Spectre Man brother. I love it, right? I mean, and so like there's so much good like Hachi and bootleg vintage Spectre Man stuff, and I'm usually like, Jake, what's the good stuff? Because he's already like cataloged it in his brain and everything, and I would just follow him over and grab it. That's always a fun one.
So I know both of you guys are big Ultraman fans. So how excited are you guys to see the one who plays Dan Moriboshi this year? Like, you got to be excited.
Oh, Murutsugu-san, yes. Ultra 7 is my favorite of all the Ultra series. So, like, I mean, the only way it could be better, and just so you know, like, I'm not a big like autograph or like photo with celebrity person, but there's some like Pigmon last year. Nobody.
One of the best things to ever happen to me in my life was sneaking away and meeting Pigmon last year.
And I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like right at the edge of having like both of my kids being born. Like it's right there. It's very.
I called my mom and was like, "Mom, I met Pigmon," and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
But no, the only way it could be better was literally if like Ann Yuri was right there next to it. But like it's Dan Moriboshi, that is like so cool and unexpected. Like good job, like not that you haven't brought in great guests, but like Ultra 7 was not on my bingo card for a G-Fest appearance, and it's not like he's been doing the convention rounds either. So yeah, that's probably this year is probably the one outside of like just hanging out in the vendor hall and chumming up with people is probably what I'm looking forward to the most. That and something else that we're doing that Toku Toy Town's doing in the film festival space at the location as well. That's something we're pretty excited about too.
Cool. What about you, Jake? Are you excited to meet the actor Dan Moriboshi?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I'm always excited when you can meet new, folks from these shows and movies that you never met before. But honestly, I was more excited for Jay because I knew Ultra 7 was his favorite. So I'm like, dude, when Jay gets excited about something, watching him is the best. Dude, I have caught Jay on camera multiple times. Like having, like, I don't know that he even knows, but like, I've seen you one time, Jay, when we were in a toy store and they had a fake Spectre Man thing that you were going to buy. And I happened to be filming and I was like, oh, this is like a 6-year-old. And so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Jay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like definitely like the "you're hugging him too long, sir. Can you please move along?" That's me.
Jake's gonna come up like, "All right, guy, come on now, come on, yeah, back away from him, back away from him."
No, I mean, hey, I got a little like kind of shy around Pigmon. I mean, he was like, that is Pigmon guy. That was like,
dude, for real.
Yeah.
You guys are dorks, and I love it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Whoa.
So
with that, Joe,
before we get into all the toys and goodies, the main reason why we're here, I want to pick your brain just for a minute or two. Give me your guys' thoughts on -0. Where's it going? What's your theories? What'd you think of the teaser? I mean, if you know a spoiler, please. I mean, obviously, don't say it. Like, no, but I don't. Just as a fan, what's your thoughts? Are you excited? Is it going to live up to the greatness that was -1?
I am so nervous. I'm so nervous about it. I mean, I think it's going to live up, and I hope it does, and I trust all those involved, and I think the first one was like a I mean, it was, everybody loved it. It brought the world together, and I think it was so good, and I love to see more of it. But like, sequels are tricky, and sequels are rarely as good or better than I mean, it's happened, but it is rare. And I know, like, we're talking about a franchise that has like 34 sequels to it, so it's like whatever. But man, that movie was so good that it's like part of you wants it to remain like singular and let it be this event where the world, people who don't watch Godzilla, were like, oh, this is a real movie, and so I get worried that it's, but also like the first one's so good, it's like, how can they? I have almost a zero belief that they're gonna mess it up. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just gonna be more. It's gonna be more of what we've seen, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see where they go as far as like if there's a second monster. I'm assuming there is. Just like what kind of weirdness could be happening. And I know I've said this already a ton, that I like the weird stuff, but like, I like the weird stuff. So like in Shin Godzilla and in Minus Zero, the weird, like with her neck is, something's happening, like that stuff. I am in, anytime you go in a completely different direction with a Godzilla thing, I love it. So I'm interested to see like what any of that stuff means. So
yeah, and
so I know that was a long-winded thing.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I think the teaser was great, because I love a good teaser when it's like it gives you more. It doesn't give away a lot, but it actually gives you a lot more questions and answers, and it lets people in their own head canon come up. Oh, well, this has to mean this, but it could also mean this. Yeah. Love that it's not too much, and I hope that like any other future trailers or anything that we get beyond the teaser, like I hope it doesn't give us too much. I like that. I'm like Jake. I'm nervous. Like I feel like the floor is pretty high with this team. I don't think it's going to go from like -1 to bad. I don't think it's going to go. Joe, close your ears. I don't think it's going to go from -1 to Mega Gearus. But
hey, I like Mega Gearus. Come on.
But I do think I'm nervous. I was hoping, I was on team let it be a singular a singular movie, because that's what I like about Shin Godzilla. I like the ending. I like the open ending, the what happens next. Oh my gosh, your head goes in a million different ways. And that movie always be, to me, like it'll always have that question mark at the end. And so it's always kind of an alive and an organic thing. I like the ending on Godzilla -1, and I was hoping that would be the ending, and we could always just be doing fan theories and talking about it for decades to come. And I think that's sometimes more powerful than actually giving us the sequel. But with that being said, of course I'm excited for it. I mean, like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I don't know how they make it better than -1, but I think it's going to be really good.
Sorry.
No. Please go ahead.
We live in a world where, like, I remember when I was a kid, there was like no Godzilla stuff happening, and when it was hard to find out about it years before you heard anything. So the fact that it's like -1 is happening, we got Shin, we got Singular Point, we have the Monsterverse, and it is the greatest timeline possible. So
and Gojiban and all these other, and Morkibi Goji and all these other weird ones on top of everything else in broader Tokusatsu world. I mean, it is insane. And I hate that, like, sometimes I find myself not even realizing how spoiled we are relative to what a lot of us of a certain age, right, that kind of went through that time period. Yep. And I have to remind myself, like, dude, like, there's new toys coming out every day. There are new projects every day. They're successful. These are big IPs now, even in domestically. There's new fans every year. Every new Monsterverse movie or -0 comes out, there's gonna be new fans. It's awesome, and it's kind of cool. Like, we're gonna look back and be like, this might be the greatest time to be a Kaiju Tokusatsu fan outside of like 1967, right? Outside of Kaiju.
Absolutely.
And that's how. Absolutely. It's really cool.
Absolutely.
Jay, you hit on something that we talk about a lot here at MWA, when teasers are actually teasers. Teasers aren't meant to be a 3 or 4 minute thing. It's meant to tease you, not be a full-blown trailer. And I love the fact that it showed you just enough, gave you a little 30-second window or whatever it was, and boom, here's this new form allegedly of the -1 Godzilla, or we think, right? And he's walking past the Statue of Liberty. This guy's flying. There's electricity. We don't know what. Boom, it's over. It's like it's not telling you anything. It's not telling you if it's a dream sequence or if someone's dying. There's no hook. It's just boom. Here we go, and it's over. It's like, oh, cool.
I love that. Yeah,
exactly what a teaser is supposed to be.
100%. Yeah, and that's why we're talking about it now, is because people have their theories, people have their opinions, and they want us to keep talking about it. And if you show me everything's going to happen, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, we saw it. Neat. There's another blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and that's what I think the Japanese do best when they do this stuff. Unlike American movies, they show the whole. You could literally see the whole movie with one trailer. Oh, okay. There's nothing to see here. You know what you're gonna get. But the Japanese, like, they give you just enough, just to hook you just enough. Like, no, we're gonna reel it in. Okay, you're not getting any more. And we talk about it. And we have been talking about it for months and still will be. So, like, I love it. So kudos to them. They did it for -1. They're doing it for -0. So I absolutely love it. But
it's
regardless,
good time to be alive.
Yeah, it really is. But yes, let's talk about toys. Let's get to the toy action here. I know everybody's kind of chomping a bit for it. So the floor is yours, Jay and Jake. Take it away. Show us whatever you want. Do I need to bring it up?
Yeah, you can. I'll start with a little preamble. So we're talking to Eric Joe offline, and every year our goal at Toku Toy Town is to evolve a little bit, right? Like, we want to make sure that at our core, nothing has changed. I mean, we are Safubi centric. We want to be weird and wacky. We want to make sure that, we're a place that when you go to our booth, that you remember it, that you have a great time, that you don't, like, you can go in there, you can appreciate it, you can chat with us. That's why our booth is open, meaning you walk into it instead of behind a table. Like, we want that camaraderie, that community. I think that's what's really cool about not only just like the Sofubi space, but the overall kaiju fandom. This year, I think one thing that we got a lot of people talking about last year and asking us, they really liked a lot of the stuff that we were doing in the physical media space. So we had, some really good VHS, some good books, magazines, karate cards, you name it, Menko cards. And we decided, and I say we, Jake was chatting with me and he's like, hey, Jake, let me take this to the next level. So this year, Jake, who is a physical media maestro, and that's like his area of expertise, basically we're building out like one of the sections of the booth is going to be, we are calling it Buska's Book Club and Media Mart. And it's going to be nothing but vintage physical media and some other vintage weird and wacky merch and stuff. So the first couple slides here, I'll let Jake take it away, because this is all stuff he's curated and that he's sourced and brought in. And this is a very small sampling. We got tons of really cool stuff. But I'll let you, Jake, do some of the highlights to give a little sample of it.
Yeah, I mean, basically all I did was found stuff that I would want. I was like VHS, the books, like movie theater merch, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I like. Old, like, dead stock displays, stuff like that. So we basically just spent a couple months looking for and curating, like, some crazy books and VHS, and the VHS as well. There's some Godzilla and some Mothra here, but I mean, we got some crazy stuff that I've never seen before, and like just like some Ultraman stuff, all kinds of Toku stuff. So it's not just Godzilla, but the books too, like, range anywhere from like manga or books that are specific, for a film, or like we got lots of like kids books with like weird, storybook.
Looking at you, Joe.
Yeah, like storybook illustrations of kaiju and stuff. And I just think that stuff's all like super charming and fun, and I love it. So that's what we did.
A lot of the cool old records that you see there in kind of the front, all those are like the little LPs or whatever, the smaller.
Yeah, it's like got a record in it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you guys this before we started. And this is 100% your decision. You don't have to do this, but if you guys want to tell your prices, you guys are allowed to. I know some people don't like to, some people do, so it's 100% your decision if you want to.
If I remember the prices, none of this. So just
Yeah,
so you
that's
know, yeah,
that's yeah. I don't know what any of these prices are, so that's all. That's Jay's job.
yeah. So all of this stuff is about. If you go to our website, that's only about 20% of our inventory. At 80% of it is not on the site. It's for G Fest. So I don't have all the prices done. The VHSs range from $20 to $30 usually, and our books and books and magazines and all that, anywhere from literally like $10 to some of the rarer ones might be in like the 60 to 70. We have one really cool. It's like a very fancy, ultra cute, like embossed cover book that has all this extra stuff. That's like $100, but it's all in that realm. But like everyone's like, I don't, like I said, I don't remember, but it's usually in those ballparks.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
definitely.
I run a. I mean, we're an e-com site typically, so like, I mean, I want you to know the price.
Right. Well, I know some people are uncomfortable talking about it. Some people are like, no, I want to say, so that way people come to us right away. So it's 100%.
Yeah.
Whatever
and
you
I'll
guys
do
are
some
comfortable
ballparks. I may be off. Like I'll put the caveat in there. Like I may be off on some of these. I'll be like, hey, that's expensive. That's like a few $100, but it could be $296 or it could be $4.
Right.
I don't. Everything ends in a 0 or a 5. I learned that the hard way. The first year, literally in 7s and 3s, and I had to carry one. I was so dumb, so young and dumb.
Yeah, you live and learn as you get older, right?
Yeah.
I definitely might be stopping by and checking out some of those mangas. That's pretty cool.
Cool stuff. Yes, if you go to the next slide, Eric.
Plenty of it. Yeah.
Actually, I think I can control it from here, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
All right. Awesome. So So Jake, some more vintage stuff in Busca's book club.
Oh yeah, we got this. I love this gongo, which I mean, great stuff. But these I was like kind of unfamiliar with what these were. They're almost like, they're almost like these cards. They all come together like in a box, and it's almost like flashcards or something.
It has like the history bio of them and stuff.
Yeah, it's got all the information for the monsters or the episodes and all that stuff. And I had never seen these before ever. And once I found they made these for everything. Yeah. And it's like you basically can buy this box of flashcards for, a specific show or Ultraman or Godzilla or Gamma or whatever. And I just thought that would be a good seller.
Yeah, and some of our vintage Sofubi, like these are both. I know the Yango is a Marsan sculpt, but that's a Bullmark 71, and same as at Gabora. They're all. We're going to kind of keep the vintagey stuff with Jake's section, because it just looks right there. It feels at home.
Yeah. I want it to look like. I want the section to look like just an old vintage video store, basically. With all kaiju stuff. I want to get I don't know if this is possible, Jay, but I want a TV in there.
Yeah, we have electricity
running. These movies.
Yes. That would be.
Not to tease it, but I have a very special giant display that needs electricity. Remember, so we'll have electricity in the booth. So bring your TV, man. We'll watch some.
I'll have to bring one of my VCRs.
Yes.
Do it.
So we got. Oh, okay. So this is Jake's world right here.
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is some of my favorite things we picked up, and like most of it, this is all stuff I didn't know existed. This briefcase, I might buy this myself. It's and I found a couple of these, so I guess this is just something they did. It's like a briefcase. There's a gun. There's walkie-talkies. There's like an Ultraman badge. It's like as if you're a member of the team, and it just comes in an Ultraman briefcase. So you can walk around with it. And then we got this Busca. It's a piggy bank.
Yeah.
But it's a house that's been graffitied with Busca on it. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah.
And then the bowling pin, the Spectre-Man bowling pin. Like, okay,
it's a bowling pin pump that shoots
why
water.
does that exist?
Yeah.
What is that?
Why is he shooting people with water out of a bowling pin? We don't know that, but it makes so much sense because it's Spectre-Man. The briefcase, we actually, like Jake said, we got two. We have this one, which is Ultraman, and then we have one that's for Ultra 7 that has
Yeah.
Ultra Guard has the glasses and everything in it. That's pretty cool. That the Busca one and those briefcases I think are like $150. The Ultra Guard one's like
they're not
really good
crazy.
shape. It might be like $200. But the Busca thing is one of those where it's not going to be for everybody because it's pretty small. But
and
like,
it's 10 as
10.
well. I think it's 10. Yeah, so it's a rare boy.
It's one. I hate when people say that it's rare, but this is one it's pretty hard to find. So it's going to be probably the price per square inch of that house there is probably pretty high.
It's going to be a lot.
A bowling pin probably not so much because that's just it's awesome.
I hope there are people watching that are like, yes, Toku Toy Town. Can't wait to see what kind of Sofubi. And I'm like, bowling pin.
we got
a bowling pin for you.
I just want to say that that suitcase. So I've seen people sell the gun and like whatever that blue book or instruction. I've never seen it sold as a set, like with the actual suitcase before. So that is amazing. That is so cool that you guys got that. I've been going to G Fest for like 26 years or something, and I've never seen that. I think that is so cool that you guys got that.
Yeah, I'm gonna handcuff it to myself like the Blues Brothers.
For real.
We're using it as our cash box for the event.
Yeah.
Cash box.
I love
Plus,
that.
you guys
Cool.
said that you guys have the Ultra 7 one, right?
We do, yeah.
We have two.
Perfect. You got the actor coming to G Fest, buy the briefcase and have him sign it. Oh man!
And we'll charge an extra $200 for it. Yeah, thank you. I love it. Aaron. That's smart.
That is so cool.
But of course, this was more Jake stuff. But I have to say, you know how Jake, you mentioned that you might end up just buying that yourself.
Yeah.
Those Akumizer 3 fans. If it gets hot in there,
We're gonna have to use those.
I might just have to buy them.
Well, I mean, this is all just, some of this is just like dead stock stuff, which I think is so cool, like the old Target sets. And I don't even think that Target set, I think it's, like Apache. It's just random kaiju and characters. And I just think that stuff's so cool. And the fact that it's like all still in the package, it's just it just looks like you got it right off of the shelf. I think that's cool. And then I think everybody needs the Godzilla toilet paper holder. That's kind of like a famous thing. So we got one of those.
In the box.
Yeah, in the box.
Yeah.
Ultraman Kids. I forgot we even got the Ultraman Kids stuff.
Oh, yeah. And Kaiju Step.
Oh, man. Yeah, this stuff is great. This is like I said, Jay told me to go for it, and I just spent time looking for the things I would buy, if I could, if I was like what I wanted. So
I literally got a message from him on Facebook that says, "Hey, can I buy a Ultraman Kids golf ball set?" I'm like, why do you even ask questions like that?
Oh, that's awesome.
My dad's a huge golfer. Doesn't like Ultraman, but a huge golfer. I might buy that just for him.
And a lot of these things are like, $30-$40. Like the kids blocks for Kaiju Step Wandabada are like, $20-$30. The lamps, the big lamp, they're Ultraman Kids. I think we have it like $100. The other ones are like 50 or 75 for the small. They all work. So yeah, there's and of course, if you know Jake, we're gonna have some Lit Goji stuff. We're gonna have some Godzilla stuff. That is gonna be mixed in there as well. And some weird. I have a really cool. There's only one. I should have put it on here. The Canagon there from Kaiju Step Wandabada, the cute little Canagon. We have a little kid's backpack. That's Canagon's head. We have a lot of kids jackets and stuff that have like the really cool, the reversible Godzilla jackets that have like the scenes from the Heisei films on there. We have a lot of kids jackets that we're bringing in. We always try to have like one apparel thing. One year we had like Godzilla ties. One year we had Shin Godzilla purses. This year it's all about the jackets for the kids. So we'll have some cool stuff there on the apparel side. Yeah. But real quick, before we get into Sofubi though, I have to close the Jake section out with, now this will be for sale there. And once again, greatest collectible in the history of Japan.
Are you just going to show it?
Oh,
so I have it right here in my hand. But so we love the merchandising collaborations that you're like, why does this exist? It makes no sense. And this might top that list. And it is my favorite kaiju, maybe slightly ahead of Gilala and Godzilla. Kaiju Busca, and it is a real, legitimate, like well-made
Play it.
Hernandez guitar that is Kaiju.
Shut
Busca.
up. Okay, you're getting the big screen here. You're getting the big screen. What?
Fernandez, like a real one, guys, has the amp built in. That's going to be our signature, one of our signature pieces. Yeah. I don't even know. Hey, when I got this one, because I got one for myself too, of course. I was like,
Jay has 2 of those in his house right now. That's insane.
I do. And it's funny. My dad was here dropping the kids off, and he was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "This is cool." And so I have my like 78-year-old dad who knows nothing about Godzilla or music or guitars, walking around with a Busca guitar, and I'm like, how did my life turn into this? But yes, it is amazing.
Excellent.
And the power source still works and all that good stuff. So somebody hopefully will jam out to it. It has a bag that it came with, a Fernandez bag. So
that's very cool.
I'll be honest, there was a lot of things I expected you to pull out. The guitar wasn't one of them.
Hey, nobody expects Busca guitar, you know. Yes, but hey, we're so excited. Like Jake's bringing a new element to it, more even of our personality into Toku Toy Town. But hey, we're here to talk Sofubi because at the end of the day, that's our true love. And I'll show some of the stuff that we got. I kind of grouped it into sections because we have a lot. Okay. I mean, I think we probably have, at least on like actual individual items, we probably have double what we had last year on Sofubi, and we filled out 6 booths. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. I hate like if we can't get it all out on day one, but it might be one of those things where we have to rotate in some inventory. But hey, we'll figure it out. But I think people come to our booth. There's a few makers and brands that they expect to see from us, and I think number one's Marasan. We always have a ton of Marasan. I tried to look. We're going to have our Godzilla 89s and 99s and all of that, but I tried to focus a lot of it on more recent events. So Hobby Round 35, Superfest 94, Wonderfest in the winter, and then some of the other smaller pop-ups. So we'll have a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of Titanosaurus, but we expand out and we do. We have some Busca and some Sufon from Ultraman. We have a lot of cool things on the Marasan front. More modern. We don't have as much older stuff, but you're going to see a lot of the usual suspects, just in different colorways. The newer stuff that's come out. So really excited about that. There's always a popular pick because I mean, who doesn't love a clear blue or pink glitter Marasan Kaiju? I mean, everybody.
Right. Exactly.
And we try to keep the cost down on these. Some of them are a little bit higher, but they range anywhere from like that 150 to 225 for a lot of these, and then some of the 450s are a little bit more, but not as many 450s this year. I don't have as many 450s. A lot more on the 350, and a lot more Godzilla and stuff. So some cool stuff.
Well, you got me a Titano, so I mean that's you already got me. So
the dark glitter,
you know.
The dark glitter when you see there is actually really beautiful in person. It's one of my favorite. Also the clear orange and black one that just came out. Actually,
I don't have that one yet. I don't have it.
Yeah, it won't go on the side, so you'll have first crack.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we have a lot of those. I mean, I probably have. I'm not joking. I probably have 25 Marasan Titanosauruses in the inventory list this year. Pretty excited about that, and some Mecha Godzilla. I'd say we do a pretty good job on Marasan, especially because until they're licensing stuff where they can start selling Godzilla here, we're gonna fill that void. And I'd say the other one that I always feel like we get a lot of questions about because we sell a lot of it is Anraku, and we try to get our Anraku like the most up-to-date ones. These are 4 of the more recent ones that have hit the market. So we'll have the 55 and the 62 puppet. We'll have the second colorway of Space Godzilla. We'll have the new Busca that came out. That colorway, it doesn't even look. It's like orange. Like this, the image that they released is not great. It is like it's orange. And then there's a couple of. We probably have like 7 or 8 from the last 2 years. So we might have even I might have a Destroya or 2 and a Gappa family left, but mostly it's going to be stuff from like this past year and a half. So a lot of Anraku. We'll probably have 20, 30 Anraku pieces there, and beyond these too. So a lot of good Anraku stuff, which is always
nice.
And then, hey, it's a lot of the usual suspects. Like I put these by maker. We always have Marmot. I would say like I will put up until this year. I will put up our Marmot collections against anybody. Like we love showcasing the Marmot. It's my favorite. Honestly, probably my favorite one of all the Japanese makers. I love Marmot, and they're just the amazing stuff. Katsumatsu does just awesome stuff. A lot of M1. One of the modern Bullmark. They have the Aurora Mechagodzilla V2. That's great. We have some other really cool Bullmark, some Garamon, or excuse me, a Pigmon with balloon. A lot of other ones that are great. We'll carry a lot of the Max Toy Japan stuff. So a lot of their smalls, like this Pestar here, and then we're carrying more Metacom this year. So a lot of their Toei Retro series. So we have we have the Space Sheriff Gavin here. We have some Shocker Riders from Kamen Rider. We have a handful of other ones. We might even still have some of our WWE or not WWE, I guess this is WCW, but the Sofubi fighting series. I think we might have. I think we still might have Surfer Sting left. We sold a lot of those at Decon.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. So we have a lot of cool stuff that just from like what I call like the usual suspects, because we're never going to go to one of these and not have Marmot and not have Max Toy and not have the other usual suspects. We have a lot of Gigabrain, especially. Now, I used to not carry Gigabrain. I used to be like, you know what? There are better folks out there. Showcase Kaiju has a ton of Gigabrain for great rates. So did Linda Conrad. Chibi Goji always had good stuff. And so we got a few more than normal, but mostly it's the real recent stuff from Hobby Round and Superfest and Wonderfest, the last ones of those. We have a lot of Caractics. I love Caractics. The Hedera on the rocking chair, Santa Claus Hedera. Yep. The Godzilla Skyline is, I think, one of the coolest ones. That's the one you see here. We're going to bring some Saru Jirushi. We're going to bring some Passion Tank. A lot of stuff there. Some good stuff. That it's just that stuff always sells. It's always good stuff, and they're great for every collection. Yep. And then I want to do a couple of Jake and I's favorites. And these are just randomly picked that I was like, hey, these are ones we talk about a lot. I love Wu. Wu's one of my favorite kaiju, Ultra Kaiju. And the cool thing is Coco Collab did a release of 2, and it was Wu from the first iteration of Wu and then the second iteration of Wu. And this is the first iteration, and they are phenomenal pieces. In person, holy buckets. They are great. Like, absolutely love them. The first iteration is just wonderful. I'm excited to people to get their hands on those, because you don't see a lot of Coco Collab stuff hit the shows over here. Yeah. We're going to have a ton, including some one-offs of the Burning Kingdom Newborn Godzilla. We have a handful of the clear blue and purple. And we have some that were like the orange and yellow clear. We have the standard black, dark gray one. A lot of Burning Kingdom. The Momoko Studio Space Godzilla, I have 2 or 3 of these as well. This I think is going to be a popular one. A lot of folks have. I mean, it's been out for years.
That thing's crazy.
It's really good. It's a really good piece. And then, 2 pieces that I have. I only showed one here. Kaiju 1's Godzillas. These are the big guys.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 of those, which are phenomenal. Yes, Wu. Whoever Leslie Chambers is right. Wu is Ric Flair's favorite kaiju. But the kaiju stuff is absolutely gorgeous. In fact, this is not for sale, but I got my Kaiju 1 Spectre Man. Love Kaiju 1. I just walk around with Spectre Man next to me. Keep him in your pocket. But the Kaiju 1 stuff is great. I'm excited to get those out as well.
Wait, before you move on, I have to ask the Space Godzilla. Mm-hmm. I am in love with Space Godzilla.
It's a cool piece. Yeah, it's really good. It's I can actually let me see. I think we have
multiples.
Yeah, I think
we got a couple.
Yeah, I think I have 2 or 3 of those. I'll have to do the price. I want to say it was like high 3s, something like that, in that range.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
like
bad.
that. Maybe I don't want to do that. It's like 402, but it's in that range. The Joe price, right?
I might have to have you hold one for me.
Yeah, it's really, really, it's a strong piece. I they've killed it. Momoko does some really good stuff, and they're
Mhm.
well crafted. Some of our other faves, Jake and I have talked about the Acro Kaiju remix series.
Remix.
They're taking these Ultra Kaiju and just making them look so ferocious. This is the one they partnered with James Groman on, the Red
Yeah.
King. That boy, we have it still in the box. Haven't even taken him out. Like it's a stunner. The Gyango that they did is one of my favorite. I mean, non-traditional Sofubi, like more X Plus style pieces that I. We do have one of the Permafrost 67 Godzillas. I know everybody loves that one.
Dude, that's gone. That's already gone. It's gone. Somebody's got that already.
So I got two when I got mine from a good friend of mine that was over there, and I was like, do I just have two and just have them be buddies? I don't know. We'll have a lot of Yamamark. Yamamark is one of my favorite makers, and the Calra that they have, this glow in the dark Calra from Ultraman Ace, is just a banger. It's awesome. And then that Father of Ultra, it's from a company called Handsome Taro M, and they do some really cool stuff. It's a glow in the dark. I actually, funny enough, speaking of, I also have a Handsome Taro M Spectre Man next to me. I have two Spectre Mans next to me from these companies.
What a coincidence!
I know. I'm not selling that one. I love that Spectre Man, but it's a really good 9-10 inch tall traditional Sofubi place. Like it's great. And I love Father of Ultra. It's just always a cool silhouette with the big horns.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
And then I would say if we have one series that, I mean, for all of us, it's just kind of over the last year has taken the world by storm. It is what they're doing with Bandai's Godzilla vinyl art series, partnering with Frog Tree and Kagemaru and Toma and all of these great artists. We're going to have a lot of this, guys. We're going to have multiple Kagemaru, the crazy with the gaping mouth. I saw Leslie. We'll have Gigabrain Zone Fighter. We have about 5 or 6 of them in stock right now, so we'll have some of those. But we'll have 3 different colorways of the Space Godzilla, 3 different ones. The green
one.
Black, we'll have that one. Is that the? Yeah. We'll have one of those. We'll have the green and black, and we should have one of the fierce one, the yellow and orange and black one.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll have the Ukiyo-e, the Ito style Godzilla from Frog Tree. I think we have the white one, and then we'll have one other one. We'll show off in another slide, which we're excited to have. And then we'll have both. We'll have the standard Toma and then the rainbow Toma as well. The guy up there in the right corner. So we'll have a lot of vinyl art, guys. Like there'll be a ton of it. Good. We have the shins. We still have some of the. I think we might have a few of the Frog Tree GMKs left too, but I know we'll have the shins. And there'll be a lot of really, really cool stuff. So, Oscar, I see you're asking about the Frog Tree Space Godzilla. I can't remember because they're all a different price. This one right here, the green and black one, is the cheapest one. The one that Eric was showing off is it's going to fetch a little bit higher price.
Absolutely.
Worth every penny, if you ask me.
Absolutely, it is. Yep.
And then, hey, look. I think we talked about this with you guys 2 years ago. We're not Beast of the East. We're not a lot of these guys. We're never going to win on modern Bandai. That's not what we play in. Will we have hundreds of modern Bandai on tags? Yeah, of course we will. It's not going to be like Beast of the East, which is in the tens of thousands. But we're going to have a ton of vintage Bandai with and without tag. We're going to have some modern Bandai, maybe some more of the weirder things, some Kamen Rider, some things like that. We're going to have some Fantasy. So we'll have a lot of good Bandai, a lot of boxed Bandai. So your Godza Burst, your Bandai Eggs. We're going to have a lot of that stuff for those that love their Bandai. Look, we all started there. A lot of us still collect it. And they're really cool pieces. And they make up the foundation of Godzilla collecting. So we're not going to ignore it. And it's just probably going to be less the stuff that you're going to see hitting the shelves now and more of the stuff from the 80s and 90s, and then a little bit of more, the modern tag stuff, and then some weird and wacky things that we have. Because Bandai did a lot of stuff. So we'll have that on top of the vinyl art. And then I'll say this slide, and then I'll shut up now. But these are some of our signature pieces. So we will have the clear style Godzilla from the Godzilla vinyl art series. those that have seen this, sorry, Leslie's making jokes here, but
he's right. He's right though.
It's a stunner. It is a stunner. It's great. We'll have a memorial box there unopened.
Wow.
50th anniversary memorial box for those that love that stuff. And for those that are Pilot Ace junkies, I know there's a few of you out there. We have some of the models and stuff, but we will have the, I think maybe besides the 67, one of my favorite Pilot Aces is the blue Mosogoji with the little mini statue with it as well. And those will be some. We have some Neo Player One. Neo Player One's I think fallen out of favor with some folks nowadays. But 2 years ago we couldn't stop talking about it, myself included. We do have a couple Neo Player 164s, and there's going to be some other vintage stuff and some, just some weird and wacky stuff that I forgot. A lot of old vintage Marmot, some 93, 94 Marmot, which is great. But it'll be a good kind of mix of everything. And a lot of these pieces, the Pilot Ace is going to be, it's going to be in the 4 digits. The Vinyl art, Godzilla vinyl art won't be. That's probably closer in the $600-$700 range. That one right there. The Memorial box, I don't have that priced out yet, but I think they've been. I think probably like $1,000, something around there.
Okay.
But especially if you don't have to ship it, if you live close by, steal, guys. It's a steal. Yeah. So we have like I said, we try to be aggressive on pricing, and like I said, our goal is to sell it. We don't want to keep it. And I think we talked about this as well in your show. A lot of us vendors, like, sometimes we don't get good deals. So believe me, I'm not trying to squeeze every penny out of everybody. Sometimes our stuff is priced high because we got screwed, and guess what? It won't sell unless somebody really, really, really wants it, and that's on us. So we try to price as fair as possible. But still, we're not doing it for charity. So
yeah, absolutely.
So that's some of our highlights.
Holy buckets!
But nothing.
Wow!
Nothing beats this.
Showstopper right there.
There's definitely some pieces that I might be sneaking over to the table and sliding you some dineros for it, because.
Well, good. You need to.
I keep telling my wife, I missed G Fest kind of last year, so I get to go super big this year.
Yes.
Double the figures.
Double.
I am curious. So one line that I've never gotten into that within the last 6 months, I really want to get into, because I love what they've been doing lately. CCP.
Yeah.
Are you going to have any CCP?
We don't. We don't have a ton of CCP. Okay. And the reason is it's quite. I like CCP. There's people at G Fest that do it better than us. And honestly, like there are people that I look at a couple of years that we were next to Cheapy Goji, Linda Conrad. She's selling CCP like below cost. It's amazing. And so yeah. And Jake and I were just talking about the big CCP now, the GFA they just released. They're doing some really cool stuff. Yeah. I just don't, because look, it's going to take up space, and I'll be the third choice on it. We're trying to fit our own little niche here where, you're not seeing the same thing as over and over. Hey, all you guys that are watching this, you wait in line hours to get in this. The last thing that I want to do is you roll your eyes and be like, another booth selling blah 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 blah. So we try to do that, and like I said, we don't need a third CCP person. So that's the only reason why. The stuff's awesome and affordable. Yeah. Okay. Holy buckets! It's like $30, $35 for some of that stuff. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. We'll also have some one-up stuff, some Hong toys, Chang Chang, a lot of the smaller stuff. We're going to be bringing that. We're bringing a piece that I fell in love with at Decon a couple years ago from Moonlight Mask, Mammoth King, the Tomonosuke giant Mammoth King.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 different colored variants of that one, the oil slick and this red, white, and blue one that's really cool. We'll bring that. We'll have the shampoo bottle Halloween Busca from US Toys. We'll have a handful of those. I'm trying to, side eyeing over here. I'm trying to find out what that's bugging me. What that Momoko Studios Space Godzilla have.
It's hard to. It's like kind of hard to even cover it all, because it's. I mean, we literally have the max amount of tables they would give us. So it's like, and we're gonna have too much stuff to fit in that space. So it's just so much stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I want 10 tables. Like, if they would let us have it, like Gary, Toy Matrix, and I would just take up the whole back. I would take 10 tables. Maybe 15. Yeah.
I want that Momoko Space Godzilla so bad. So bad.
Yeah. Dude, it's like when I don't know if you've seen one in person. It doesn't disappoint. It's real, like the sculpt on it and the detailing is very cool. It walks that fine line. It's like, to me, it's like if you took the Mondo Space Godzilla and made it more traditional Sofubi and like almost blended it with like a Kaiju Smuggler or Monsby Studios. It's kind of in that world. It's stout. I mean, it is a block, and it's very well done. I love how ferocious it looks. It's a good piece. But yeah, a lot of cool. Oh, one on here I didn't show because I couldn't find a good picture of it, but we got them. We have the two cool things. Sikaluna Kubo is one that we love. We love their Death Kappa, their anime Godzilla, a lot of the stuff, or Godzilla manga. They have some Godzilla finger puppets as well as, which really came out, which are really cool. And then I got one of their cube series, but they do a big cube series of a burning Godzilla. It's excellent, guys. It is like Sikaluna is so good. And that's one that it's like, not a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know if they released it at one of, like, I think it was a hobby round. I could be wrong. But it's a stunner. It is a stunner. And then a lot of other really just cool stuff. We'll have some blind boxes, some Bandai and Shrine for all those that want to come in there and spend $10. Awesome. We'll have some stuff for you. We try to make it, hey, if you have $10 or $10,000, we will take it. And we will find something for you that you will enjoy and you will like, whether you like magazines or whether you want like little cute chibi style Godzillas. We got them.
You know, you guys at Toku Toy Town are honest, good people, which is why I like to spend money with you guys first and foremost. But also, I want to tie some the things that you showed. I noticed that you had a couple of Rebirth of Mothra things, specifically it looked like a VHS. Megumi Kobayashi is going to be there as a special guest. You guys could go and pick up the VHS, have her sign it. Jay or Jacob, I don't remember which one it was, mentioned several different Ultra 7 things that are going to be there, like we talked about, the gentleman that plays Dan Moriboshi. So these guys not only have these high ticket Sofubi items that are so widely sought after, but they also have some of these other things that would be great for autographs with a lot of these special guests that are coming this year. So make sure you guys check them out, not just for the big awesome glittery stuff that catches your eye, but there's some cool stuff. And the guitar. How could I forget?
What actually, one of my favorite things, it's one of my favorite pieces that we own that we didn't even have a picture of, Jake, and it's your centerpiece. It was actually, this is what gave us the idea. People were telling about it, and Jake was like, well, if we do a VHS area, the feature item has to be one of my favorite toys, the Marasan Gilala VHS display. Yes. Like the VHS goes in, and there's the Fubi Mara Gilala on it. It has the AAB Gamma on the little on the little wire. We got one, so we'll have that one for sale as well for those that love Gilala as much as I do.
Also, like the booth is basically a circus. So just even if you don't want to buy a toy, come over and just see it. And it's a sight.
We joke that Sofubi and Godzilla and Kaiju collectible shopping, it's a talking sport. We want to go over there and we want to talk and we want to chat, because guess what? We got 10,000 people there that all like the same stuff as us. Mm-hmm. And I have like 40 years or however many, 35 years before I first started going to G-Fest, like of talking and conversation.
Pent up, yeah.
I'm ready to go. But yeah,
that's the whole reason why we started a podcast, is because we just have so much that we wanted to talk about.
if you don't mind, I have one other thing I want to plug for. Well, actually two things, but related to G-Fest. So the first one might not make sense at first; it'll tie into it. But we have actually we started a partnership with Shochiku Studios. So that's the one that created the X from Outer Space, so Gilala. But they also and why we got a partnership with them, we'll talk about in a second. But they also have recently purchased the distribution rights for a tokusatsu show that was really big in Japan and India and Brazil. South America is huge. That is getting its first North American release, dubbed in English this year, the 20th anniversary. It'll come over here, Blu-ray, as well as streaming, and that's Magic Bullet Chronicles Ryukendo, excuse me. And Ryukendo is a Sentai-esque type show. It lasted one season. Very, very cool. So we're actually going to have the official first screening of episodes 1 and 2 as part of the on-site G-Fest event film festival on Saturday. And Jake and I will be there. We're going to be doing some giveaways. I actually have 3 of the vintage 20 years ago, if that counts, toys that Tomy Takara released for that. There's like one that's a Microman Ryukendo, and there's a couple other ones. These things are like this big and go for hundreds of dollars now. We're giving away 3 there for people that are there to watch it. So we do hope that you can come and check those out, which is great. And it's a cool series, and it's very fun, and it's silly and funny. And if you like general tokusatsu, it's very good. But the reason we have the partnership, it's actually one of a couple studios we're working with. So the other piece is Jake and I announced a couple weeks ago that we're launching a company called Okashi Station. And Okashi Station is bringing it's Jake, obviously his background in toy design is with his modern toy line of Cryptoids, which is, going to be one of the biggest modern toy lines, funded in Kickstarter in 24 hours, hundreds of thousands of dollars of funding. Like, it's an amazing cryptid-based toy line. But, I'm like, Jake, why just use your superpowers for that? Actually, he said, Jay, I need to use my superpowers for good. So we are releasing, we have our first 4 figures are in production, should be hitting soon. We were hoping for G-Fest, but Sofubi figures. The first one is officially licensed with Rivertop, a Jumbo Cook from Monster Seafood Wars that Jake designed. That will be coming out. We're hoping at Kaiju Go, because the film will be screening at Kaiju Go in Dallas in August. But also, we have a partnership now with Celestial Pictures, which owns the Shaw Brothers, which my favorite movie, Super Inframan. So we're going to be
Shut up!
So we're going to be releasing the first ever Sofubi of Princess Dragon Mom. And if you go follow Okashi Station, OKASHII Station on Instagram, you'll see all of Jake's designs. You'll actually see the test pulls and the molds that are already done. These things are will be shipping soon. We were hoping to get them for G-Fest, at least those first 2. We also have 2 other toys that you might like. One that is a winged lion baby kaiju that might resemble something you see. There's 3 of them, and they're done in the shampoo bottle style. Once again, all of these are designed by Jake. Jake did the art and the toy design. I'm just here to talk about him. And then another one of we call him Kevin coming out of an iceberg from a film that may or may not have happened with Kevin. Toys out of Okashi Station, the traditional Sofubi made the real way, are coming out soon, as well as another one that we have in the works, a license that I mentioned earlier that was going to be a game changer for us. So Okashi Station's about to hit to go along with YHS on Monster Island, Kaiju Go, which is on its 4th year of all sellouts in Dallas Film Festival, Sofubi Toy Market Art Showcase, and then Toku Toy Town. So we're carving out our little corner in the Kaiju world, one small company at a time, and Okashi is going to be the baby moving forward. It's going to be the one that we talk about the most, and we're really excited for it. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Jake.
There's nothing. You said it all, Jake.
You blew my mind. You know what's really funny is that I found that picture of Dragon Mom on Instagram.
Yeah, that's us.
And I was like, shut up. I was like, this is amazing. I immediately followed. I was like, I need to follow these people, because if they're making stuff for Super Inframan, I need it. And coincidentally, it's you guys. So kudos to you. That's amazing. And congrats, because it looks tremendous. And I am definitely picking one up, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, Jake, we should do Inframan. And he's like, well, Princess Dragon Mom's the greatest character ever. We're going to do her. And I'm like, yeah. And let's do like that traditional, like Toei retro style.
Yeah.
And interchangeable head. It's gonna have a cape that you don't see in the picture because it's not going to be made of vinyl. And I mean, it's amazing. The Jumbo Cook is also the other greatest character ever in the history of the world. And the Jumbo Cook looks phenomenal. I can't wait till people see the painted ones. These are obviously the pulls and the wax molds and stuff. But yeah, the other ones are just absolutely phenomenal. And we have a lot more planned and a lot more that are in the early stages. And, you know, we're going to be a small shop that releases a lot of toys. Wait 1 year, 19 colorways later. No way. Yeah.
The J&J takeover has begun. Watch out, everybody.
Try it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we're here for it. We're here for it. Oh my God.
You know, I think that's great that you guys are going into, I don't know, for lack of a better word, and I don't mean this derogatorily, but like in some of these more obscure brands that we are all so such big fans of. You know, Eric and I have talked about this a lot on our show about there is a wealth of properties and figures, characters, whatever, that are untouched in the Toku world, if you will.
Yeah.
And you know, specifically talking about Godzilla, Eric and I mention all the time the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla series. Like, there's a lot of figure or characters that could be made into figures. Godzilla the animated series.
Yes.
You know, Eric and I, that was our generation. We grew up on that in the late 90s. And I mean, there's just so much out there. And to see people like you guys or Seismic or Titanic taking that initiative and giving all of us fans things that, let's be honest, maybe these larger corporations or these larger toy companies might not gamble on. I mean, just thank you for that, because it's opening the door for so many things that we've all been salivating over for decades. And it's a very exciting time. So a hat tip to you, Jay, to you, Jacob, and like I said, our friends over at Seismic and Titanic as well, for tackling these guys that we never thought we would see. So
yeah, they're a big inspiration, guys. Like what they're doing. I mean, Jake and I have always talked about that. Like those guys, like, you know, we want more Pulgasar, we want more Yonkari, we want more Last Dinosaur. Like, well, yeah, we also want more Inframan and Mutant Drill. And which
for real, let's go.
And even within the Toho universe, I mean, like, dude, like I'm like the first. Everybody's like, well, what if you got the Toho license? Like, what Godzilla's would do? I'm like, no, dude, I'm turning Jake loose on Skeleturtle. I'm turning Jake loose on all the singular point characters. Like, just do them all in your wacky.
Right?
I'm making a Mamagon figure.
Mamagon, and
Mamagon, yes.
it is literally on our list. You know,
it's on our list. Yeah.
And we also like, the other thing that we like is there's a lot of humanoid characters that in the Godzilla world that definitely need figures.
Yeah.
There's some really cool characters. Some might be emperors, some might be manga artists, some might be other things that, like, they need to make them. So we're on it, and we don't mind going Pachi if we have to, but like, we're trying to get as many licenses as possible. And I've had some luck with Kaiju Go and a lot of the screenings and everything to get the licenses there, and at least have the contacts. So we're working on it, man. P Productions is my next one, because once we get the Spectre Man license, then I might just be like, Jake, put your day job. You're designing every single Spectre Man character.
You're my slave now.
Actor, you know,
Please make that, Jay. Please make that call. Please tell me to quit my day job.
Yeah,
I love that.
Thank you. No, we love the stuff, and it's happy that one of your best friends is an amazing artist that is skilled in toy design and loves Sofubi and wants to design Sofubi toys. So I kind of stumbled and lucked out on that, and I like doing the business side of it, and so we're rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And obviously, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyways. Anything that we here at the MWA can do to help to promote or anything, I mean, literally anything. And anytime you guys ever want to come back on to when you have more stuff to talk about or to sell anything, anything we can do.
As long as
doors are
Adrian's
always
on.
open to you guys.
Adrian can't be on though.
Yeah, no, Adrian, he
Okay,
sucks.
that's
Yeah,
that's
he's
good. That's good. Yeah. He's a bad apple. Yeah.
I kid.
See you, Godzilla Train. How's it going, buddy?
But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up. Holy buckets, there's a lot to digest, but man alive, I mean, G-Fest is around the corner. And even like I said, you guys are just tackling the Sofubi toy business on their own and just making things happen. And we are just so appreciative of that. Just those obscure things just don't ever see the light of day. And it's just, you want to see that kind of stuff. And I'm glad to see that. I'm glad that passionate collectors and fans like you are, behind it and actually going to be doing it, because if it's for other big corporations, they're just looking for money grabs. They don't care about the IP. They don't care about the character. They don't care about the product, and people like you guys are really going to care about it and actually put love and time into it, and cannot wait to see what you guys bring. And obviously from me, Joe, and everybody from Monsters with Attitude, we obviously wish you guys all the luck and support and well wishes that you guys can have on your journey for making Sofubi, for making whatever on your film festival and giveaways and Kaiju Go and everything that has to go with you guys. I mean, just, we can't say it enough. Just, we wish the best for you guys, and just thank you for being on here. Thank you for showing all of your stuff for G-Fest. Obviously, G-Fest is a couple weeks away, so you guys check out Toku Toy Town. You cannot miss them. They have the big circus banner in the room, like, hey, go this way for Toku Toy Town.
Follow the yellow. Follow the yellow. Right yellow.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be it for us. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe on all the videos at Monster with Attitude. Go follow a YHS on Monster Island. Great podcast over there talking about Godzilla and Tokusatsu over there. Myself, I'm a personal fan of the podcast. I watch them all the time. So just great stuff. So go give them a follow over there. Give us a follow here, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you everybody for watching live and everybody who watches this later. Hopefully this will help you on your toy hunts at G-Fest. And of course, look for Toku Toy Town in the future. But yeah, that's it for us. Thank you for watching. I am Eric. That's Joe. That's Jacob. That's Jay. And of course, I don't know if you guys, we have a little phrase here at MWA that we kind of like to sign out with. So if you guys want to join in on it, you can totally do it. If not, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. But maybe you would. But so what we like to say here, it is one phrase, 3 words: embrace the attitude. Good night, everybody.
Bye.